Irashaimase! Hello and welcome to Fitaurus Kitchen. I'm your host, Chef Fitaurus. It's time once again for Shoot 'em Up Saturday. And on the menu for this Saturday, we're continuing our Star Fox April with Star Fox 64. Originally released on the N64 back in 1997, Star Fox 64 would also go and see a remake for the Nintendo 3DS in the year 2011. So what kind of taste will this classic fan favorite go and have? Let's get cooking and find out. So from the main menu here, we do go and have a couple possible ways to go and play the title. There is a versus mode, which is essentially up to a 4-player deathmatch that you can go and play, where you're either flying around in R-Wings or going and using the Landmaster, or if you go and actually get the correct number of unlocks in the game itself, you can actually run around on foot as any of the 4 characters in the title itself. Maybe not the best way to go and play a Star Fox title, but it's nice to go and have it in there. For our purposes today, we're going to go and be exploring the main game, so let's go ahead and jump right in. As we start the game, it does go and give us a little bit of a story and a background to what's going on. We'll go ahead and jump past that real quick. And we go and have our map of the Lilat system. Going indicating all the wonderful little spots that we can go and visit. So, beginning our tour of the Lilat system, we're going to go and start with Corneria, which happens to also be under attack from the forces of Andross.
It's about time you showed up, Fox. You're the only hope for our world.
I'll do my best. Andross won't have his way with me.
So one thing to note about Star Fox 64, it was, well, only being the second title in the series, and admittedly also going and being a reboot of the franchise. It also goes and features voice acting, where the original Star Fox title just went and had the characters going and speaking gibberish with a couple sound clips recorded here and there throughout the game itself. Here we actually go and have full voice acting for all the text boxes that happen to go and pop up throughout the course of the game. Quite a feat for the N64 back in '97, so it's a really nice touch, although sometimes it can go and get a little grating. But we do have some really great memes that went and came from that. An interesting thing to go and note, though, is in the European release, Lilat Wars, as it was titled, you could actually set the characters to go and speak in that original gibberish. A feature that is unique to the European and Australian versions of Star Fox 64. So as we went and saw in Star Fox Assault that I went and did to go and start off my Star Fox April, we're going and beginning in Corneria, as just about every Star Fox title goes and starts. Actually, that's not entirely true, is it? Star Fox Assault does not actually begin on Corneria, my bad. But most Star Fox titles do actually start on the planet of Corneria. This one being no exception, and the upcoming Star Fox Zero, I believe the first stage is once again Corneria as well. So we go and find ourselves going and flying through the city, once again in rail shooter style. Though, for being a rail shooter, you do actually have a fair range of motion that you can actually move around in. The stage is really decently sized compared to the original Star Fox title.
I'll take this. Get the one behind me.
So as always, we go and have Fox McCloud and 3 companion wingmen going and flying with him. In this case,
I guess I should be thankful.
companions Falco Lombardi, who we just happened to go and save there, who's being grateful. And of course, do a barrel roll! There's of course Peppy Hare, and his oh so famous line, do a barrel roll. Don't forget our good buddy Slippy Toad. And of course, as always, so the main character, Fox McCloud. So one thing that was really interesting about Star Fox 64 is all three of the characters went and served different roles throughout the course of the title. So Falco would go and help you with hidden items and alternate paths throughout stages. Slippy went and had awesome flight advice like do a barrel roll. And Slippy went and gave you the shield data for bosses when you go and encounter them. Another feature that's present in the game, well, I'm not so sure if like feature is the right way to go and refer to it, but it is actually possible to go and damage your wingmen if you're not careful when they're on screen. Friendly fire is definitely a thing in this title, and there's been more than enough times that I've actually taken out one of my fellow wingmen in this title. Maybe it was just due to some malice on my end, but most of the time it's innocent and... Well, I didn't mean to go and do it, so sorry guys. So for the first stage, Corneria, I actually decided to go and take the alternate path. And part of the reason I did that is to go and fight this particular boss, which is an homage to the original first stage boss from the first Star Fox title. The Assault Carrier. You go and destroy the carrier bay, then the missile launchers, take out the main body of the boss, and we'll never defeat Andross. Mission number 1. Mission accomplished.
You did it! I was worried for a moment.
You're becoming more like your father. I'm fine. You okay over there, Fox?
Falco is such a nice guy. A real treat to go and have him on the team. Now, in your first playthrough, depending on if you went and got mission accomplished or mission complete, your path is, well, it's not so much fixed, but that can go and change which path you're actually set on. But once you've actually cleared the stages, it is possible for us to go and change course. So, from Corneria, we have the choice of going to Sector Y or the asteroid field. And for today's video, we'll go ahead and go the direction of the asteroid field. Meteo, the asteroid field.
Star Fox. Now watch out for enemies in the asteroid field.
I won't let you down, sir.
Good luck. I do like the good luck that happens to go and be at the end of the introductions to the stages. It's actually the original sound clip that you went and heard at the, or as you started stages in the original Star Fox title.
Things are starting to heat up.
Just a nice little touch of homage to the series roots.
We're heading into the asteroid.
But at the same time, I wonder, from a canon standpoint, who's supposed to go and be saying that, as it doesn't go and match anybody's voice in this particular title.
Don't mess up that R-wing.
So I haven't really been going and talking about the power-ups that we can go and get in the game. Since, for the most part, they're pretty similar across the board for the series. The rings, of course, will always go and refill your life. But in this particular title, there are gold rings, where if you go and collect 3 of them in a stage, or rather collect 3 at a time, you'll go and increase the amount of shield strength you go and have. And then if you go and collect 3 a second time in a stage, you'll go and get...
Here comes a big one.
There was the somersault. You'll go and get an extra life. But other than that, for the most part, the items that you can go and get in Star Fox 64 go and match the items that you can go and get in the original Star Fox. You could go and increase your laser to a twin laser.
Use the boost to get through.
You can use the boost to get through. And there are also bombs that you can go and pick up.
Location confirmed.
Although one thing that is new with Star Fox 64 is the Great Fox will occasionally go, your mothership will occasionally go and send you items just as long as you go and confirm your location. It's odd that you have to confirm your location because you would think that they would know where you were at, but maybe the radar on the Great Fox needs a little bit of work.
Thanks, Fox.
Always having to go and come to the rescue of our pals. Of interesting note, in the original Star Fox title, which wingmen were in trouble was actually random, but in Star Fox 64, it's scripted.
The enemy's coming from behind. Do a barrel roll.
So, pop quiz, do you know what the actual maneuver we're going and performing there is? Hint, it's not actually a barrel roll, it's an aileron roll. Something that they went and corrected in Star Fox Assault, as you're not told to go and do a barrel roll, you're just told to go and do a roll.
You want a piece of me? Hey, what's the big idea? Take that.
Slippy, you didn't do anything.
Hold A to charge your laser.
Being told the obvious that we've been doing for 2 stages. Now it is actually possible to take an alternate route through this stage if you were to go and hit
Never give up.
those blue circles that I happen to go and miss. But I was interested in going and fighting this boss, so the alternate route, while awesome and kind of trippy, isn't quite what we're looking for in this run.
I cannot allow you to go any further.
I love the way that these enemy captains go and sound.
Field analyzed.
So full of themselves.
Let's see what you've got. Good going, Fox. You're more cunning than I thought. I've underestimated you. How about this?
What do you got? What do you got?
I'm no
Does not
man.
appear that barrel rolls go and deflect that. Pity.
I admit defeat. Are you gonna listen to that monkey? You're not as stupid as you look! I can't believe I lost to this scum!
Believe it.
Jet, but I'm in a hurry.
Ah, so classic, the dialogue in this title.
All aircraft report.
And that is mission number 2, mission accomplished.
Everything's A-okay. You worry about your your own hide.
So quick note, every 100 enemies you go and shoot down in your accumulated total, you go and gain an extra life. There are no continues in this particular Star Fox title, so the more lives you are able to go and accumulate over the course of the run, the higher your probability of actually finishing the run successfully. Well, that'll go and wrap up our look at Star Fox 64 for this week's Shoot 'em Up Saturday. The crown gem of our Star Fox April will be next Saturday, as I go and do my first look at Star Fox Zero. I'm really excited for that one, as I noted in my original, or in the first video for Star Fox April. It's the first new Star Fox that we've gone and received in 10 years.
You're not getting away that easy.
So, good times. Real quick though, while I've started this stage, this one is one of the Star Fox 64's all-range mode stages. Probably my least favorite style of stage in the Star Fox series, particularly in this title, but
Hey Einstein, I'm on your side.
the way that the enemies go and circle around you can just go and get frustrating. Dogfights, not always the best.
Got you now.
At any rate, thank you so much for coming out and joining me today for Shoot 'em Up Saturday, and I look forward to going and seeing you again next week.